Morning guys, so we're going to get started into our Saturday morning stretch session. Again, we're going to work through, start from the top down through the body, and then we're going to start working into full body stretch movements. We're going to loosen out through the necks, lower backs, hips, shoulders, things like that. People are sitting about a lot more at the moment, so we're going to try and work that down through. So we're going to do a quick mobility and movement warm up just for getting prepared for the stretch sessions. So just nice and light, just start working from the head. We're just going to semicircle that up and then back down from the other side. Semicircle down round and back the opposite way. Circle it round, opposite way. We need two more. And last one. Then we take that, we're just going to turn that over the shoulder, just get the stretch down through, and back, circle that round, stretch down through. So getting a good stretch down through into those last, relaxing shoulders down and back. And relax that, just up. As you go up, push the chin forward, you stretch down through, and then down. Pushing that up, bring that down. Back to center. You just start long circles with them shoulders. So really up to the ears, down, back, they stretch across here, and then bring them, really depress them down, circle up and round. And then opposite way, circle up and round. Relax that. From there, just hands on the hips, just going to circle up and round, long circles. Back lower way, change. Relax that. We're just going to bring that into a bit of movement for the left side. Just reach across, back to center, reach across. So as you're leaning to that side, so it's a side bend, get a slight stretch, and we're going to emphasize that reach, they pull it right down through the tricep into that lat. Breathe as you go. Don't rotate, keep space and square on. Reaching further each time, change sides. So start, reach, a little bit further, reach it across. Bring it back to center. Hands face forward, hands up to the ceiling, thumbs going back the way, we're just going to open back. So just sort of push back. Back to center, palms facing this way now. Turn the palms up again, and then we're going to go opposite. So your thumbs are going back the way. Change sides. Back up, and then we're going to do the same thing now, forward and back, just up. Double straight to the top. Change side. Back to center. Bring that round. So we can take that now down into working through those knees. So feet and knees together, semicircles down and round, back up, semicircles down and round, back up. onto the toe, circles. Back the opposite way, circles. So the toe stays on the floor, the big toe, and then you circle that heel round. 6 each side onto the toe, circles. Opposite way. Relax that down. We're just going to take that into that neck stretch again, so we're just going to relax the shoulders down and to the side. We're going to push this shoulder down as we just bring that across. So push this, depress that shoulder down, and then slight stretch across and hold that stretch for 5 breaths. So still pushing. Back to center. So you're not forcing it, we're just pushing this down, the stretch, and then we're pulling the opposite way, and then deep breaths. Back to center. Back of the head now, just hands on, breathe. You stretch down through here. Again, the reason we're stretching these and the neck and the lower back and all, is people are spending a lot of time on their phones, deep breaths, 5 breaths. People are spending a lot of time slouched on sofas, slouched over computers. The neck takes the brunt of it, the upper back and shoulders takes the brunt of it. We'll bring that up. Just circle that round, relax the neck. I'm going to do one for the pec stretch now. So the pec, we worked in the classes, but we also would work, they'd be tight from being in this position again, from people being on phones. So we're going to loosen them out. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand on the wall, just slightly higher than shoulder distance. So I don't want it here, I want it about here. So the hand is going to go on the wall, here, and then you're going to twist your body this way. You'll get the stretch coming from that bicep right into that pec. Breathe. One more breath. We're going to change sides. So same thing opposite side. Get the hand up. Slightly higher than shoulder distance. Steps as close to the wall as you can. And then rotate away. You can't be right in at the wall doing this. You can't be flat against the wall, turn in, which will give you a really deeper stretch. Or for people starting out, you might be really tight. Just start here. Bring that out. So we're going to use a chair at the back of the sofa for the next one. So you're going to wrist, not hands, because you don't want the hands to bend. So we're going to put my wrist on the back of that sofa. I'm going to widen the feet. I'm going to sit back with my hips. What that's going to do is that's going to pull the shoulders out. So we're nearly trying to pull the shoulders out of the sockets. Once you get that stretch as if it feels as if it's pulling it out of your socket, push down from here. So we're flattening out, really pushing back with the hips, pushing down to get that upper back, get under those shoulders. Breathe. If you're taking the hips and hamstrings, you'll feel it there too. But we're trying to really pull the shoulders out of the sockets for that upper back, rear shoulders. One more breath. And then we'll walk that in, bring that up. Hands around the back, roll the shoulders back, stretch that up and back. Like I said, we're going to work down through this body. Breathe. Relax that down. Just circle them out. We're going to work through that lower back now, work it down in. Bring it down onto the floor. So again, chin tuck. Collapse through the rib cage, collapse through, collapse through, collapse through. What we're doing is we're rounding the back, keeping it as close to the body to get that stretch coming down. What we don't want to do here is a stretch for the hamstrings where you're actually pushing back and leaning down because you're not really getting that stretch what we want through that spinal column. So collapse, 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 breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Relax down to the floor. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Breathe out. Take a breath in. Collapse, breathe out. Right down through. Really let the body hang. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out. Collapse down through. Breathe in. And then breathe back out. Relax that and go again. 2 more to go. Bring it back up. Using that breath. Breathe out. Breathe in, prepare, and breathe out. And bring it up. And the last one, we're going to bring it right down under your belly on the floor. And we walk that out. So on the floor, hands under the shoulders. From here, breathe out, stretch that up. When you get in this position, you shouldn't be slouched. I want you to extend through the shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. Extend that neck. Squeeze the glutes. You're lengthening. You should feel this as if it's stretching your abdominals as well. So you're really lengthening up through. Back down that. Breathe out. We're going to go again. Long. So you're not coming up and it's pulling your shoulders up to your ears. You're lengthening out. Really extending that spine. Extending them shoulders back. Feeling the stretch. Pulling through the abdominals and pulling the spine up. Back down in. Up we go. Come on. Squeeze the glutes as well. That'll protect that lower back so it doesn't overly arch it or kink it. You're squeezing the glutes as I'm doing this. That's one. Get along. And then from there, widen the knees slightly, set back. Allow you to pull your shoulders out of the sockets again as you set back. So weld your hands to the floor and then sit back so it's pulling through them shoulders. We're going to bring that up, keeping that position. Keep that all fours position from there that we just came out of. You're going to go into all fours. We're going to bring the right hand under and then we're going to sit down into that stretch. So trying to move this shoulder into the floor. If you want, you can plant the wrist. So whenever you get through, reach under till you feel a stretch. Put the palm on the wrist and aim this towards the floor. Breathe. If you want to get it more, aim your shoulder this way, away from it, as you push down. We'll bring that up. Change hands, plant, go to all fours again. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulder, reach under, sit down into the stretch, or plant the wrist. Really dig into that stretch. Breathe. One more breath. Bring it up, plant it under. From there, we're going to do the same thing, or we're going to reach under, and then we're going to reach up to the ceiling, reach under, reach up to the ceiling. What I don't want you to do is just reach and move your arm. I want you to twist that lower back so we get a straight through that thoracic spine. So reach under, rotate it up, reach under, rotate it up. So reach under, rotate it up, reach under, rotate up. Last one. We'll change sides. Plant, rotate under, stretch up, rotate under, stretch up. And then we'll sit back out of that. What we're going to do this time is we're going to put the hand to the outside, grab the wrist, and then sit back again. So it's going to give you a good stretch coming down through that lat into it. So plant, plant, sit back. Breathe and relax. Bring it up, plant, plant, change the hands, change it over, sit back. And then we can bring it up out of that. Bring it right onto the back. So turn around, bring it down onto the floor. From here, lifting that body out. So we're just going to stretch from here. So we're going to push our heels this way, push our hands this way as if we're getting pulled apart in a torture rack. Ribcage up, suck the belly button in and lengthen it out. Again, 6 breaths. Breathe in as deep as you can, breathe out as far as you can. And then we've got feet and knees together. Hook that in, stretch that lower back. And breathe. So if you're grabbing with the hands, try and actually hug with your forearms. So you're grabbing and you're hugging it and then pulling it. So keep hold of that knee with your forearm, extend the lower leg out. So I'm not grabbing with my hand, I'm really pulling this in and pulling it over this shoulder to here as I extend this side. And change, grab, so again I'm nearly headlocking it and then extending. Just gives a deeper stretch. Point the toe of the foot as extending. We're trying to stretch up through into that hip as we're pulling this out to the side. Feet back to 90 degrees. From that 90 degree position, we're going to tee the body off at 90 degrees, go into the crucifix pose on the floor. So 90 degrees, crucifix out to the side here, and then I'm going to bring my knees this way. I'm going to keep this as close to the floor as I can this way. So the 90 degree stretch gives you a lot more than just having your feet on the floor and doing this. That gives you a little bit. Bringing it up to 90 and bringing it across really gets from that glute, lower back, pulling up through. Now, if this here is way up here, it's no good. I want you to take a breath in, breathe out, rotate this shoulder into the floor. Not the hand. It's very easy just to do this when this shoulder's off the floor. Hand, shoulder, rotate. And you can keep trying to keep these at 90 degrees, you're getting into that glute. Breathe and relax now. Don't force it. One more. Bring that up. Bring it back up to 90 degrees. From here, tee it off. And now, again, I'm going to bring this down to 90 degrees. Keeping it up here. Shoulders up, take a breath in. Not getting my hand to the floor, I'm trying to get this shoulder to the floor. Keeping this here down. Breathe. 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 Every time you breathe out, go further. Relax closer to that floor. Bring it up, bring it up to 90 degrees. Stretch that out. Keep that leg straight, bring it up, grab the hamstring. Don't let that knee bend. The worst thing people do here is they do this. You've now lost your hamstring stretch. You're not stretching your hamstring at all doing that. Bring it back, straighten it, pull your toes back towards you. That's your stretch now. Hold that. Again, you can use a towel around your heel if you can't get to 90 degrees, like this. Or you can bend this, which will get you in a little bit further. but I like to get them both stretched. Toes back towards the shins, we'll get into that calf. Bend it, put it back to the floor. Lock it straight, toes back. So start from a straight position. Don't start bend, bring it up and then do this, because times people are here and this is pointed. You're not getting the stretch properly. Straighten it, bring it up, that'll give you your true mobility. So this side's slightly less than the other side. This mainly coming from the calves, tight here. Breathe. Relax into it. Bend back to the floor. Keep this bent. Put that foot on that knee. And then just push this knee out. And breathe. Just do deep breaths. We're really getting into the hip flexor here. Some people might feel it on the groin. Depends where you're tight and through that hip capsule. And then from there, you can hold that straight and keep it held if you want, or you reach through, grab the hamstring, and then pull that leg in. Back to the floor. Key sides, foot up on the knee, 90 degrees, push that leg out. Do deep breaths. Last one, then reach through, grab, pull that up, and hold the stretch. And back to the floor. Just bring that right onto your front. Foot up, grab that toe, stretch the quad. Again, pull this in, push your knees together, push your pelvis into the floor to get that stretch emphasized. Chin sides, into the lower foot, foot up, grab, hold stretch. Pelvis into the floor. Relax that side. So just sit back and we'll just set it up. Wide feet, pull yourself nice and tall, and then we're just going to reach forward. Slight stretch first. As we pull through the calf into there, into the groin slightly. Just breathe out, slight stretch first. Don't go too far. Relax into it. Now we're going to reach over that big exercise ball as we do it. Breathe in, sit up out of our hips, reach forward, bring that in, sit up out of our hips, reach over that ball, long. What's going to make you do is reach for your lower back rather than collapsing to the floor. Reach long. Up we go, reach long. Reach long. Reach long. Breathe in, bend that knee up from here. So this foot, left foot comes up to 90 degrees, lift it over your knee from here, and then we're going to pull this up over this shoulder. So again, I like to use the headlock movement to do this, because I find it gives a better stretch than just doing this. Some people do this, or some people do this. You can emphasize it by going further, but I like to headlock the knee around it, and then I sit tall, and then I pull this over this shoulder with that headlock. and give a slight twist of my torso this way. Breathe. As you breathe, pull it further. That's it. You should be feeling this. I'm getting this right on this glute. I'm going to take this hand to the floor behind me. I'm going to bring this elbow out round, and then I'm going to emphasize that stretch. But I like to get that first part of the stretch first before I move on to rotating through that lower back further. Sit tall, breathe in, twist this way, twist the body this way. And back to center. Change, careful with the knee, straighten that leg, bring this up, lift the right leg across the left knee, sit tall. My left arm gets that headlock, so you can't headlock with the right arm because you're not really getting that pull. You get a little bit of pull, but not too much. So my right knee, I grab it with my left arm, sit tall, and then I pull it this way as I twist my body that way. Good deep breath, sitting tall, pulling through. Now I take this hand behind here. I bring this elbow to the outside of my knee. I sit tall, and then I breathe as I rotate. So I push this way, but I'm rotating my lower back and torso and chest this way. So breathe in, breathe out, rotate. Again, people get into this sort of pretzel position where they're twisting and they're moving, but they're not actually stretching. So this is getting pushed as this gets rotated. We'll bring that back. We'll bring that up. Feet together, soles feet together. So sit nice and tall again. We're going to reach forward, pull that back through. Again, trying to reach over that ball so we get that stretch. Coming forward as if we're going for the toes. Don't worry if you can only move an inch like this here. It doesn't matter for now if you're not mobile. That'll come as you do these. Long. Last one. Then just stand that up. The last one we're going to do is just for that calf. So we're just going to step back, push against the wall or chair, bring your hips into forward, don't be back here, heel on the floor, sit forward. So the stretch is now coming down through here. Breathe. Calves and the ankle mobility is neglected by most people. And it can affect your squat, can affect your running, can affect everything. We'll change. So heel goes into the floor. This foot comes forward and not back here. Straighten, 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 straighten. Get that stretch. Breathe and hold. And relax. Out. And that's us. So full body stretch, guys. Saturday morning stretch session done. Have a good weekend, and we will see you all Monday to start again. Have a good one, guys.